Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Stefan and welcome to the Army Only Challenge in Stellaris Lithoids. As a quick reminder, this is the Empire that we're playing with, and these are the settings that we're playing with. Grand Admiral, no scaling, high aggressiveness. Anyways, let's resume. Alrighty, we are back, and this is the Empire that we're playing with. We have a planet ready to colonize, and an enemy ready to discover. We have spotted a little reconnaissance vessel over in the Sayatara system, and these guys are likely going to be hostile because all AI is hostile in StarNet. We're going to want to go ahead and up our mineral production so that we can actually build armies when that is necessary, and continue exploring some of our archaeological sites. We do have 2 archaeological sites already, and in fact one of them, the Trench World, may actually net something very positive to our army effort. I'll hold off on that until we can actually get it, or possibly not. And just like the Algate, this may be a nothing burger. Also looks like I did not disband the fleet. Disgusting. And we have discovered gas, not bad, although it's likely that we're never going to be able to claim this, since we do have an empire somewhere over here. Alright, mining district's complete. And let's actually sell off some of our alloys to buy more minerals. This way we can clear more pops on our planet. Robots, perfect. We're going to want to replace this building with a robot assembly plant. We want as much robot growth as possible because robots are going to be the key to success, since our pop growth normally is terrible. Robot assembly plants, perfect. And ooh, that is nasty. Looks like we're being evicted. Kalakara Combine. Military dictatorship, evangelizing zealots. Of course they are. God damn it. Alright, let's see their opinion of us. Minus 235. I don't think that's improving anytime soon. So we're just gonna close our borders, and we might actually want to go to war. The thing is, if you declare war on an empire before they actually have any claims on your systems, you can get out of the war with just a humiliation and a 10-year peace. So what we're going to do is make some claims. Let's just take the closest system possible and declare war to conquer that one system. We're not actually going to be moving anywhere near their space, and in fact we're just going to be waiting until their ships come into our space. That's going to buy us a little bit of time and hopefully delay the moment when we should actually start building up our armies. The thing with armies is that they are quite expensive, and we're going to want to hold off on that as much as possible. Our primary objective right now is going to be to get our science production up as soon as possible and as much as possible, possibly even with research grants. Let's go for that. Alright, these guys are expanding, slightly worrying, but fortunately we're buying quite a lot of time with our early war declaration. Normally AI keeps their ships either at their borders with enemy empires or at their capital, so it's taking them quite a little bit to actually traverse this space. I'm going to go ahead and get improved deflectors. We're going to want planetary shields soon. What is also concerning is these guys are expanding quite quickly. And we're going to want to hold off on expanding anywhere in this direction and declare war on these guys as soon as they come over to Lutheran.
Enemy presence.
Alright, enemy fleet. Let's see here. We can technically just wait it out and let them claim some of our systems, but that will hurt our economy and kill our science ships. So instead we're going to go ahead and sue for peace and go for a surrender. They are automatically accepting of surrender, and all they can do is a humiliation. Not too bad, all things considered. Now we have 10 more years, and hopefully in those 10 years we'll be able to develop our systems. Ooh, alien spacecraft. Let's see here. I don't think we're going to be able to learn any military techs that are useful from this. But let's examine the logs and check these guys out. The final days on the super gas structure. You can read this if you want, but I'll just be continuing on. Rubricator. Now this is very interesting. The thing with the Rubricator is that once we go through the event chain, we can get a planet, a relic world, with a dragon hanging over it. If you can resettle pops over to that planet, we can have it be protected by the dragon for at least 40 years or so, until the AI is powerful enough to just take the dragon and take the planet. So, we must have the Rubricator. Won't actually be able to obtain it because we can't kill the dragon, but we are going to be able to go ahead and get the special system. Rubricator, start digging. Let's see, size 15 relic world. This is not too good. As a relic world, this has a blocker, which prevents us from building 6 of the districts. And yeah, this is not too good. However, we'll be able to extract a lot of resources from this site. And a planet is a planet. Alright, at this point, let's assign a new governor, just to make sure that we can actually have some on our planets while the previous governor becomes a fortifier. A fortifier that actually doesn't do anything for us because star bases aren't a thing for us. Okay. But we're now going to go ahead and resettle some of our pops so that we can actually get 5 pops on our planets in order to ensure robot assembly plants. Robot assembly plants are extremely powerful and we're going to want to get them as soon as possible. Archaeological site finished. Let's see what we get. Gas giant structure. The heart of the pulsar. Rummaging through the secure safes where the Star Petal's wealthiest Caltent stored their personal belongings has revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewelry. Perhaps the most noteworthy among the found items is the heart of the pulsar, a unique diamond necklace quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. I wish this was a relic. Unfortunately, it is not. But we do get 4,000 energy credits, which is a massive boon to our economy. Now we can assign this guy to research the site over here. This is going to be the trench world, and we're actually going to be following it along as we progress. We also have our first robot, and we'll be able to create a template now. We're going to want the cool robots, and we're going to want luxurious, mass-produced, power drills, and durable. That's what we want. We're not going to apply the template to this one robot because honestly that is a waste. It's going to take 34 months for a single pop, so it is very much not worth it. Instead we'll just wait until the new pops get constructed as the new guys. Alright, we have obtained our first Ascension perk. Let's see what we can get. I'm thinking technological ascendancy. Shields are a rare technology, and getting technological ascendancy is going to really help us out with planetary shields. And getting that 50% modifier to orbital bombardment damage is too good to pass up. Let's go start excavating sites. We're going to want to colonize this planet as soon as possible, because, well, this may be our safe spot in case war breaks out and we're on the losing side. Anyways, trench world, dig it like you mean it. An extensive analysis of canals on this planet's surface has been carried out. It is evident that the intricate canal grid is not formed by any naturally occurring geological process, has been dug out with deliberate intent. Due to the considerable age of the trenches, having been carved out more than 100,000 years prior, and as such considerably eroded, it is difficult to ascertain how many or why they have been made. You know, I'm thinking a giant war, somewhat like World War I, except lasting 1,000 years. Ooh, that is nice. Planetary inhibitors. That's very important, and it's going to allow us to have blockers on some of our planets to protect other planets. For example, we have blockers over on Tactical Nuke and Sabasnik. We can make Sea Perks a pure research world and not even be concerned with an army there. Otherwise, we'll have to have armies everywhere else because all our other places are not that safe. Alright, that's going to be the last of our monoliths, and with that we're going to be able to get 4 extra pops right off the bat. In terms of pops, we're actually not doing too bad. Well, I was going to say until I realized how dominant this empire was. Alright, let's continue on, colonizing the planet, and digging up the minor artifacts. We're going to have quite a bit of artifacts to play with, and that's going to be very nice. Each cell of minor artifacts grants us 500 energy, and so potentially we can get 13,000 energy just from the relics that we already have. But we have contacted a new empire. The Custodial Aldari Compact, finally a pacifist. Now the only problem is, these guys are probably far, far away from us and are not going to affect us whatsoever. These guys have a Gaia world, interesting enough, and looks like they might be a target for these neighbors over here. That's going to be quite interesting and will hopefully keep these guys occupied. The problem is they have expanded over to Lutheran, which means that we have to go to war. These guys are hostile and so they can attack at any moment. Let's claim that system and declare war. These guys do not actually have a casus belli on us because they did not refresh their offer of tribute. So we're going to be able to go to war and have a peace. Now, this is not going to last. After this war, they're going to start claiming our systems, and so we're not going to be able to pull this trick anymore. The same applies for this empire over here, and the peace with these guys is actually going to be running out in 3 years. After that point, if they expand over here and start claiming systems, well, it's going to be a yikes. Although we're going to get a warning over here in Carino, they're going to claim that system before claiming any of our planets. And so it could potentially afford to stall out quite a bit longer. Not with these guys though. We have another evangelizing zealots to deal with. Interesting. These guys are over here, and they might actually distract our good friends over here. At this point we can also disband one of our construction ships. These guys do consume a single energy credit per month, and now we have 2. Perfect. And now we're going to be able to get a robot assembly plant going. Now our pop growth is not going to be too bad. We're going to be able to supplement our horrible growth with good robotic growth to get a total of about 5 growth per month. Not too shabby. Oh god. There's an ice blanket on the trench world, and we have not discovered anything useful. Unfortunate. Yans past an unknown event triggered a shockingly swift ice age in Iphidion 3 that within a few decades left the entire surface covered in a crushing sheet of ice. The trenches were shaped by indigenous mole-like beings digging frantically in every direction between the bedrock and the underside of the glacier cover, all in a futile effort to regain the surface. How an entire planet can be encased in ice in such a short period is utterly perplexing. The main working theory at present is that the ice blanket was deliberately inflicted during some sort of conflict, but how or by whom remains a mystery. God damn it. Alright, I guess that's not too bad. We get something out of it. And physics research is actually probably the best research we can get. We're getting closer to being able to spawn the dragon over Tirish Prime and potentially resettle our population there. As I say that, we have been invaded by our friends at the north with a 2K fleet. These guys most likely have multiple 2K fleets, and so we're not going to have a chance to succeed. Yikes. They want the planet. Okay then. I have not noticed them claiming the planet. So let's go and make some armies. This might be an actual war we have to fight. God damn it. Tactical retreat. Alright, they're gonna take this station as well. That's not too awful. It's gonna buy us time over on this planet to actually build up our forces, which are gonna be quite powerful. war in 2227. This is going to be quite a rough time for our empire and is going to ruin our economy and tech production for quite a bit, but I think we'll be able to survive this. I'm going to deal with this situation in the next video. We'll be desperately holding on to all our planets and not ceding anything. I hope these guys don't claim anything and instead try to expand over here, but if they do try to claim some of our systems, we'll have to hand them over. Unlike systems, we can defend planets, and considering how we've pretty much already surveyed all the relevant archaeological sites in the area, losing the systems won't be too much of a pain. This will hurt us in terms of economy, but we do have quite a bit of a backup of resources to be able to make this work. Worst case scenario, we just sell off all our relics and get 16,000 energy. That should be enough to kickstart our empire. But anyways, thanks for watching, like if you enjoyed what you saw, and subscribe for more tips like the ones shown in this video. Thanks, and bye bye.